Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Respectful greetings to Venerable Sangha, distinguished guests, and dear Buddhist followers who are joining us today. Welcome to Buddhist News, where we reflect on meaningful Buddhist activities and compassionate works taking place across Gama province. In joyful atmosphere of traditional Chanchanam Thami New Year of the Khmer people, many temples have organized solemn ritual, cultural events, and charitable programs, contributing to spiritual life and strengthening unity within the community. In today's program, we bring you highlights of New Year visits fostering harmony amongst Buddhist traditions, Dharma activities, and retreats, as well as cultural and social welfare initiatives that embody the spirit of compassion and gratitude. And now, here are the main stories. Venerable Thích Giác Nghi and the Sangha extend Chanchanam Thami New Year greetings to senior Khmer Theravada monks. Ceremony to confer the decisions of recognition and appointment of representative for Vạn Đức Lay Practice Center. Solemn Buddha bathing ritual at Hòa Bình Cổ Pagoda during Chanchanam Thami Festival. Goshitaram Pagoda solemnly holds grand requiem ceremony for former abbots. Solemn traditional Buddha bathing ceremony during Chanchanam Thami at Sin Kang Pagoda. Solemn Buddha bathing and requiem ceremony during Chanchanam Thami at Diamond Pagoda. Coston Pagoda preserves Khmer cultural identity during Chanchanam Thami. Cultural and social welfare activities celebrating Chanchanam Thami at Woodfarm Pagoda. One Phật Đài break ground for the 40th Anchor Compassion House. On the occasion of the traditional Chanchanam Thami New Year, Venerable Thích Giác Nghi and the Sangha organized visits to Khmer Theravada monastery across Gama province, extending New Year greeting and strengthening the spirit of unity among Buddhist traditions. Over the 2 days of April 7 to 8, the occasion of traditional Chanchanam Thami New Year of the Khmer people, the management boards of Long Phước Pagoda and Quang Phật Đài, led by Venerable Thích Giác Nghi ahead, organized delegation to visit and extend New Year greeting to numerous Khmer Theravada Buddhist monasteries throughout Gama province. This activity spread the spirit of Dharma companionship and strengthened the bond of unity among Buddhist traditions. The Venerable and Sangha successively visited the following monastery: Sim Kang Pagoda, Hiệp Thành War, Goshitagam Pagoda, Woodfarm Pagoda, Hưng Hội Commune, Địa Môn Pagoda, Vĩnh Thanh Commune, Muni Vongsa Bopharang Pagoda, An Xuyên Ward, and Coston Pagoda, Vĩnh Phước Commune. At each destination, the Venerable personally conveyed New Year greeting to the presiding Most Venerable Abbots, Most Venerable Hữu Hình, Most Venerable Lý Sa Mút, Most Venerable Thạch Hà, Most Venerable Tăng Sa Vong, Most Venerable Dương Quân, Most Venerable Thạch Dương Trung, together with the Sangha and Khmer Buddhist devotees. He respectfully wished the Venerable monks good health, encouraged them to continue guiding the monastic community and lay followers in diligent practice, and wished the people a joyful, happy, united, and prosperous New Year. In response, Most Venerable expressed their joyful gratitude for delegations concerned and affirmed their determinations to further promote the spirit of unity, contributing to strengthening harmony and sustainable development of Khmer Theravada Buddhism, as well as enhancing the spiritual and material life of local Buddhist community. The visits and New Year greeting on the occasion of Chanchanam Thami not only demonstrated the enduring bond of Dharma companionship, but also serves as a vivid testament to the spirit of harmonious coexistence reinforcing and connection between Mahayana and Theravada Buddhism in Kama province. Thereby, they continue to spread the message of unity among ethnic groups and Buddhist traditions within the common home of the Sangha, upholding the traditions of Dharma, nation, socialism, and contributing to building an ever stronger great national unity bloc, joining hands to create a prosperous, compassionate homeland rich in cultural identity. The Provincial Executive Board of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha solemnly have a ceremony to confer the decisions recognizing and appointing the representative of Vạn Đức Lay Practice Center, marking an important step in supporting local spiritual cultivation.
On the morning of April 11, 2026, the Provincial Executive Board of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha held a ceremony to confer the decision recognizing Vạn Đức Lay Practice Center in Mỹ Quan Hamlet, Phước Long Commune, and appoint its representative. The ceremony was attended by the Most Venerable Thatha, head of the Provincial Executive Board, together with the monastic Buddhist followers and local authorities. Representing the local authorities were Ms. Trương Thanh Xuân, chairwoman of the Vietnam Fatherland Front the Committee of the Commune, and Lieutenant Colonel Quách Văn Giang, chief of Commune Police. At the event, Venerable Thích announced the official decision recognizing the center as a centralized religious practice location. Most Venerable Thatha then presented the decision and appointed Venerable Thích Nữ Tâm Hậu as representative in charge of the center. In his Dhamma remarks, Most Venerable Thatha praised Venerable Thích Nữ Tâm Hậu for her dedication in guiding local Buddhists and encouraged the community to cultivate morality, mindfulness, and wisdom, while actively engaging in charitable activities for the benefit of society.
At Hòa Bình Cũ Pagoda, the Buddha bathing ritual was solemnly conducted during the Chanchanam Thame festival, attracting many Khmer devotees who gathered to pray for peace and prosperity in the new year. On the afternoon of April 14th at Hòa Bình Cũ Pagoda, Hòa Bình Commune, Venerable Thập Thái, the president of both guided monastics and Buddhist followers in solemnly conducting the Buddha bathing ritual on the occasion of traditional Chanchanam Thame festival. In the serene atmosphere, a large number of Khmer villagers returned to the temple, together chanting sutra of blessing and praying for a new year of favorable weather, abundant harvest, and prosperous living condition. Following that, the Buddha bathing ritual was solemnly performed, with fragrant water gently poured over the sacred image of the Buddha, expressing reverence and prayer for national peace and the well-being of local Khmer community. The ritual of bathing the monks were also conducted in a spirit of gratitude and appreciation towards spiritual teachers. The Buddha bathing ritual carries the meaning of reminding each individual to cleanse themselves of greed, anger, and delusion, to direct the mind toward wholesome deeds, and to let go of the shortcomings of the old year in order to welcome a peaceful and happy new year. Goshitaram Pagoda reverently held a round requiem ceremony to commemorate former apostles, expressing deep gratitude for their contributions to development of monastery and Buddhist communities. At noon on April 16th, a reverent atmosphere at Goshitaram Pagoda has Pagoda Hưng Hội Commune, the monastic community and Buddhist followers, under the guidance of Most Venerable Hữu Hình, the abbot, solemnly conducted a grand requiem ceremony in commemoration of former apostles. The ceremony provides an occasion for the Sangha and devotees to direct their thought in remembrance and express gratitude for their great contributions of the predecessor, those who devoted themselves to founding and development the monastery, transmitting the precepts and teachings, the contributing to the increasingly dignified and stable development of Gositaram Pagoda. The Grand Requiem ceremony is a meaningful traditional practice, embodying the moral principles of when drinking water, remember is short, and expressing the spirit of gratitude and repayment of kindness of Buddhists toward their predecessor. Through it reminds devotees to diligently cultivate and preserve and promote the noble traditions of Khmer Theravada Buddhism. On the same morning, a large number of devotees respectfully offer alms food to the Sangha. After the meal offering ceremony, the monks chanted blessing, perform requiem rites, and dedicated marriage to the deceased relatives of the devotees, praying for national peace and well-being of all beings, and the enduring presence of the Buddha's teachings. In the joyful atmosphere of Chanchanam Thamay, Simkang Pagoda solemnly organized the traditional Buddha bathing ceremony, combined with prayers for peace and the well-being of all beings.
On the morning of April 16, 2026, in the joyful atmosphere of welcoming the traditional Chanchanam Thamay New Year, at the Simkang Pagoda Vinchat World, under the leadership of Most Venerable Dương Quân, the abbess, the monastic community, and the large number of Khmer Buddhist devotees, shortly conducted the traditional Buddha bathing ceremony. At the Sala Hall, monastics and devotees gathered to pay respect and perform repentance before the abbess at the beginning of the new year. In his exhortation, the Most Venerable encouraged devotees to let go of what were accomplished in the past year, to make exploration, to live wholesomely, diligently cultivate, and together welcome the beautiful new year. Following that, under his guidance, the Sangha and devotees solemnly conducted the Buddha bathing ritual combined with requiem prayers for deceased relatives, expressing gratitude and repayment of kindness, purifying body and mind, and beginning the new year with mindfulness. Previously, on the morning of April 14, 2026, the monastery organized the ordination and filial ordination ceremonies for 3 young boys on the occasion of Chanchanam Thamay, creating wholesome conditions for them to plant seeds of virtue.
At the Pagoda, the Sangha and local Khmer community conducted Buddha bathing and requiem ceremonies, emphasizing filial piety and importance of remembering one's roots. On the afternoon of April 16th, at the Pagoda Vĩnh Thanh Commune, Most Venerable Lisa Mood, the abbot, together with the Sangha and local Khmer community, solemnly conducted Buddha bathing and requiem ceremonies during the traditional Chanchanam Thamay festival. At the ceremony, the abbot explained the meaning of requiem rituals and the remembrance of grandparents and ancestors, thereby emphasizing the virtue of filial piety and reminding devotees to always remember the kindness of their parents, live virtuously, and diligence accumulate merit in daily life. In the tranquil space, the Sangha and devotees reverently perform the traditional Buddha bathing ritual. Its ladder of water poured over the sacred image of the Buddha symbolizes the purification of body and mind, the elimination of afflictions, and the cultivation of compassion and wisdom. The ceremony concluded in joy, marking the end of Chanchanam Thamay festival. The Sangha and local community welcomed the new year in mindfulness, continuing to preserve and promote the valuable cultural and spiritual traditions of their people. Both from Pagoda organized a series of cultural and charitable activities during the New Year, including boat racing, scholarships awards, and traditional rituals fostering unity and supporting local students. During the Khmer tradition New Year, most verbal tongue form are boats of Pufrang Pagoda. In coordination with local authorities, organize a mini-ngor boat racing competition, contributing to preserving cultural identity and strengthening the spirit of community unity. The 300-meter race gathered 12 teams from various localities in Cà Mau and Cần Thơ, each consisting of 12 members. A large number of spectators attended, creating a lively atmosphere. With vibrant brumbeats, team delivered exciting performances demonstrating endurance, techniques, and coordination. The competition was funded by benefactors, with prizes awarded accordingly. The Daitani team won first prize, Kulao team second, Sumthum team third, and Phuyao team fourth. On April 14, the Apos awarded 17 scholarships to Khmer students from Bạc Liêu University. The total funding was 10 million Vietnam Đồng, supporting students during the new year. Following the scholarship ceremony, a lucky draw program was also organized with a total fund of 20 million Vietnam Đồng for scholarships and gifts for 29 students. On April 16th, the Buddha baiting ceremony was solemnly conducted, expressing preference and aspirations for peace, favorable conditions, and prosperity. The monk baiting ritual followed, expressing deep gratitude towards the approach as a spiritual pillar. The ceremony concluded in joy, preserving the spiritual cultural values of the Khmer community. Finally, Quán Âm Phật Đài held groundbreaking ceremony for the 40 Anchor Compassion House, offering practical support to disadvantaged families and continuing the spirit of Buddhist social welfare.
On the afternoon of April 16, 2026, the monastics and local authority organized the groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of the 40 Anchor Compassion House for the family of Mr. Trần Văn Tươi, 49 years old, residing in Ward 6, Vĩnh Trạch Ward. Attending were Venerable Thích Đồng Tâm and Venerable Thích Thiện Tấn, along with local officials and residents. The family of Mr. Tươi has 6 members and live in the small house built in 2012 under difficult conditions. His unstable income from fishing has made life challenging. In response, Quán Âm Phật Đài supported the construction of the new house with a total cost of 60 million Vietnam Đồng, helping the family achieve stable housing and improve their livelihood. This meaningful activity reflects the Buddhist spirit of compassion and mutual support in the community.
Mahasangha, those are the highlights of Buddhist activities in Cà Mau province during the Chanchanam Thamay season. Through visits of goodwill, solemn ritual, and meaningful charitable programs, the Buddhist community continues to nurture harmony among traditions, preserves cultural identities, and spread the values of compassion and wisdom in society. On behalf of production team, we sincerely thank you for your kind attention. May the blessing of Triple Gems always protect you and your family, bringing peace, happiness, and auspicious conditions in the new year. We look forward to seeing you again in the next edition of Buddhist News. Namo Buddhaya.